Outliers are NFL teams that beat Vegas over 80% of the time. An 80% win percentage is statistically significant in a professional league with purported parity and is better than many betting experts. Therefore, NFL bets with 80% win percentage are statistical outliers. In this video, I present 4 NFL outliers whose over or under bets have won greater than 80% of the time this season. The NFL outliers are Miami Dolphins, Minnesota Vikings, Baltimore Ravens, and Atlanta Falcons. In the rest of this video, we'll take a closer look at these 4 NFL outliers. In the description box below this video is a link where you can download an Excel file with the trends that I discuss in this video. Clicking the link takes you to my Google Drive where you can view and download this Excel file. The first column has all 32 NFL teams sorted alphabetically. The second column has the teams over, under, and push record versus Vegas totals. For example, Arizona has gone over 4 times, under 3 times with 0 pushes. The third column has the over percentage, and that's the percentage of times that team has gone over the Vegas total. Arizona has gone over the Vegas total 57% of the time. And then the fourth column has the under percentage, or the percentage of times that team has gone under the Vegas total. That's 42.9% of the time. So let's look at the third column, over percentage. If you look in the lower right corner of the top box and click largest to smallest, that sorts this column from largest to smallest. And this is where we see 3 of our 4 outliers, which are Miami, Baltimore, and Minnesota. They have gone over the Vegas total over 83% of the time. Miami Dolphins have gone over 85.7% of the time. What this means for Miami is if you bet the over in the games where Miami Dolphins have played, you would have won 6 times and lost only 1 time. Your win percentage would have been 85.7%. Baltimore, 83%. Minnesota, 83%. Cincinnati and Dallas, 71%. So these win percentages of 83% and higher are outliers. What does this mean? When a team consistently goes over, that means they have good offense and weak defense, which allows the other team to score, because the total is the total score of both teams added together for the game. Vegas posts lines for that projected total. If you go over, you win that bet. Now let's look at the under percentage in the fourth column. Under percentage, again, if you look in that top box, you click this little triangle here, and you click largest to smallest. And that sorts this column from largest to smallest, and we see our fourth outlier, which is the Atlanta Falcons. 83.3% have gone under. So you look at their record, their games have gone over 1 time, and they've gone under 5 times. Denver and Las Vegas have gone under 71% of the time. So what this means is these teams that consistently go under, that means they have relatively weak offense, but good defense, which keeps the other team's score down. You add up the 2 scores, which are low, and that you go under. So Atlanta Falcons is the fourth outlier by consistently going under 83% of the time. And then the other 3 outliers are Miami, Baltimore, and Minnesota. They've gone over 83% of the time. Let's take a closer look at these teams. So if you go to vegasinsider.com, anywhere you see the team and you click that hyperlink, it will take you to that team's page. You have to scroll down, but if you scroll down, it'll list all the games and provide very useful information. For example, let's look at this first row here. This tells us the Vikings played at Chicago. The point spread was +1 for the Vikings. The Vikings won 27-24. ATS refers to the point spread. So that means the Vikings covered the +1 point spread Now, with respect to this video, we care about OU, which stands for over and under. We see that they went over this game. Now, when you look at all their games, look at this far right column here, you see that there's only one under. All the rest of the games are over. Next, let's look at the Dolphins. Scrolling down, their first game went under, but all other games went over. Baltimore Ravens. The last game went under, but all other games went over. So the Vikings, Dolphins, and Ravens, they were our over outliers. Atlanta was our fourth outlier, and they went under 83% of the time. Let's look at their team page. This is Atlanta Falcons, and you see that against Washington they went over. But again, the other team contributes to that. The Washington Commanders defense have been giving up. Let's look at the Washington Commanders team page. We see that they have gone over 3 of the games with one push. So with Atlanta, they went over, but all other games, again, talking to Atlanta, Atlanta's went under 5 games. So if you bet the under, that's 5 wins and 1 loss. Let's look at that spreadsheet. Yeah, 1-5-0, 83% under percentage. Okay, so the question is this. Here's a question for you to think about. Is 83%? Is 85.7%? Or is 71%? Is that good? The answer is yes. Let me give you a reference point. So if you go to cbssports.com, they've been doing this for years. They put their experts post their picks. So you go to NFL, scroll down here, and click expert picks. So you can look at their record against the straight up and against the spread. We care about against the spread. Now this is against the point spread, but it tells you, even though this is about the point spread, it tells you the accuracy or the win percentages of experts. And their best analyst, NFL analyst, is Ryan Wilson. And overall, he's had 60 wins and 48 losses. And this is against the spread, a total of 108 games. So what is that? So what does that come out to? That comes out to 56%. So 60 wins, 48 losses, a total of 108 games. That's 56%. Now let's look at college football. If you go to college football, expert picks, they have straight up and spread. In this category, Brad Crawford has the best record. He has 78 wins, 61 losses, and 1 push. So let me show you his calculations here. Brad Crawford, 78 wins, 61 losses, 1 push. That comes out to 56%. So these guys spend full time studying NFL and college football, and their win percentage of 56. That's actually typical for expert picks. So now you have a reference point. And if you look at these, if you look at the CBS Sports expert picks, they're very transparent. You'll see that it typically comes out, the winner tends to be around 55%. So the answer is yes. 80% is an outlier. Now, the final thing I'll leave you with is if you go to the description box below this video, there's a link where you can download this Excel spreadsheet. When you click it, it'll take you to the Google Drive. You go to File, Download, and then Microsoft Excel. Once you download it to your computer, at the top bar, there's going to be a question. It's going to ask you to enable editing. You need to do that to then make changes to the spreadsheet. You can also make a copy of this spreadsheet onto your own Google Drive, and then you can make changes and play around with the spreadsheet.